This is for Year 12 methods. It comes out of Chapter 4 and it's 16b out of 4d, which demonstrates the rational root theorem. We use the rational root theorem when our factors or our solutions don't contain whole numbers. So normally when I'm factorising a cubic like this, I would try p of 1, then p of -1, and p of 2, and p of -2, and p of 3, and p of -3, and then I realise none of them equals 0, so it's not going to be a whole number solution. So I need to go and look for some fractions. The rational root theorem helps us solve what those fractions might be. So beta divides into the coefficient of my leading term, and alpha divides into the constant. So alpha could equal 1 or 3. Now they're going to be relatively prime, so the only number that can go into both alpha and beta is 1. That's the highest common factor. Beta could be 4, 2 or 1, factors of 4. There could be plus or minus, there could be plus or minus. Since I'm putting in alpha on beta, I basically can have 1 on 2 or -1 on 2, choosing a 1 here and a 2 there. I can have 1 on 4, -1 on 4. I could have 3 on 2, -3 on 2, or 3 on 4, -3 on 4. One of those 8 is going to work. So if it is factorable, and all cubics are factorable because all cubics start down here and go up there, so there has to be 1, 2 or 3 factors. Minimum is 1 factor. Okay, so I'm going to start with p of a half. Hopefully it's kind to me. 4 times a half cubed minus 2 times a half squared plus 6 times a half minus 3. 4 on 8 minus 2 on 4 plus 3 minus 3 is a half minus a half plus 3 minus 3, bingo, equals 0. So p of a half is a factor, well, it is a solution, therefore beta happened to be 2, so 2x minus 1 is a factor. And then I could do a division of 2x minus 1. So to recap about the rational root theorem, when I put in whole numbers and I don't get 0, that means that my factors involve a fraction, and it's in this form here. I cycle through all the possible factors of my leading term 4 and all of the factors of 3, and I'm looking for values of alpha and beta where the highest common factor between them is 1. So is either going to be a half or -a half, a quarter or -a quarter, etc., etc. Happy with the first one I picked.